Well, hi everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the IEP with Dr. D. One of the questions I'm often asked by parents is, can my child qualify for special education services if they're making A's and B's and making good grades? The answer is yes, absolutely. Now, what happens is many times parents are told because their child is making A's and B's that they wouldn't be qualifying for special education services. That belief is widespread, but that is not what the law requires. So today we're going to discuss why grades alone do not determine whether a child will be eligible for special education. Have you ever been told that your child couldn't qualify because they were passing their classes? Drop me a line or a comment drop me a comment below and tell me about that situation. One of the biggest myths in special education is that students must fail before they can qualify. The Individuals with the Disabilities Education Act does not require students to fail. It does not require poor grades. Instead, teams determine whether a disability creates a need for special education by having the need for specially designed instruction. That distinction is critical. Grades tell us the outcome, but they don't tell us the whole story. Imagine two students who are earning A's in their reading class. Now, you've got one student who reads independently and completes assignments very easily. The other one spends hours on homework, receives tutoring outside of school, and relies heavily on parent support. Both are earning the same grade, yet their educational needs vary in a very dramatic way. The report card rarely tells us the whole story. Consider Sarah, who is a fifth grader who is earning mostly A's. However, reading is extremely difficult for her. Her homework takes hours and she avoids reading aloud. Spelling is also a challenge. And testing reveals that she has significant weaknesses in her decoding and reading fluency. Do her A's in reading eliminate her disability? No. Good grades do not erase educational need. Now think about this example. Imagine you have a student with ADHD who is earning B's. He loses his assignments, he struggles with organization, and he requires constant reminders. His grades remain acceptable because adults are providing extensive support. Again, eligibility does not or depends on educational need, not simply grades. Good evaluations include multiple data sources. That would be teacher input, that would be parent input, that would be classroom observations, that would be intervention data, achievement testing, cognitive testing, progress monitoring. One score should never determine eligibility, and one grade should never determine eligibility. The goal is understanding the student. If someone says your child cannot qualify because they earn good grades, then ask, well, how is educational impact evaluated? What data beyond grades were considered? What evidence shows that this student does or does not need special education or specially designed instruction? These questions help keep the discussion focused on educational need. Good grades do not automatically prevent special education eligibility. Educational impact is broader than failing courses or classes. Evaluation teams should examine multiple data sources. The most important question is not whether a student earns good grades. The most important question is whether the student has a disability that creates a need for specially designed instruction. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Beyond the IEP with Dr. D. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe and share. And now, let me tell you about a new thing that I'm starting called Ask Dr. D. What special education questions would you like answered? Leave it in the comments below, and it may be featured in a future Ask Dr. D episode. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.